example, when that happened, most of Europe wasn't even able to get milk because the cows were irradiated.
But see, that was in '86, back when they cared a little. Now they'll just say it's good for you. I mean, when melamine was found in U.S. kids' milk, the FDA came out and said melamine's no longer bad for you. They wave a magic wand. I appreciate your call, Sean. Good points. You know, things are getting worse, though, because 20 years ago, they would a lot of times try to do something about things like this. Now they just say melamine's good, radiation's good, eat it.
Well, you know, you really hit it on the nose. I was just having a conversation with the executive editor of the Trends Journal, John Anthony West, and he said, we were looking over Trends 2000, which we both wrote in 1996. And I was so optimistic. He said, everybody calls you a gloom and doomer. You were overly optimistic. Back then, people were caring about these issues. Exactly like you said. I thought the people would wake up. This was a very positive book. I didn't think people could be bought out so cheaply. And that's really what's happened. Sean just said, you know, what happened to the American people? They're junk food fed. They're prescription drug dead. They only care about themselves. And we lost that whole emotion that was happening in the 80s, that whole so-called New Age movement. When I was writing about health food stores becoming a major trend, in those days, the only place you could find a health food store was, you know, in a back alley of a rundown city. People forget this. And so we thought things were going to move progressively. But you know what happened? Bill Clinton came into office and Al Gore. The baby boomers, there they were. They were going to change everything. Little did everybody know that Slick Willie lived up to his name. He was nothing more than the worst of the worst in Republicans' clothing. He gave us NAFTA. He's the guy that made it possible for the drug companies to put all these moronic ads on TV to tell you this, take this stuff with all the side effects.
And so liberals thought they had won so they could be pro-war, attack Serbia, they could be pro-police state. Clinton's people bombed Oklahoma City. Now they were after those evil gun owners. They thought they were winners. And now the liberals today are some of the biggest fascist supporters out there. And the Republicans love fascism, too. And so America's dead. The bankers robbed us. Hope you enjoy it. Though another big awakening's happening across the political spectrum. And hopefully this latest thing will be a wake-up call. That and the death of the dollar. TJ, Aaron, Tyler, Frank, your call's coming up. Gerald leaving us after one more segment. And then more of your phone calls, recapping all the big developments. They're coming in fast. I'm Alex Jones with Infowars.com. Stay with us.
Have you ever felt like the United States government knows way too much about your financial affairs? I continue to hear stories about property seizures, frozen bank accounts, confiscation of stocks and bonds. It makes me wonder if the U.S. citizen will ever again have the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Unfortunately, with the Drug and Money Laundering Act, the IRS Revenue Ruling 6045 of 1984, and the Trading with the Enemy Act and Franklin D. Roosevelt's Executive Order of 1933, some precious metal holdings are subject to government intervention. For this reason, Midas Resources has prepared a report explaining the boundaries of trading precious metals privately. Whether if you have any intention of trading with Midas Resources or not, I have instructed my representatives to give this report out free. Call for your free copy at 1-800-686-2237. When investing, always proceed with caution. Again, call 1-800-686-2237. Exercise your legal right to trade metals privately. 1-800-686-2237.
Don't you just laugh every time the news plays another story about a foreclosure bank or attorney under investigation, bankrupted, or being sued? Zero Debt has a program that stops foreclosure, guaranteed for at least 2 years, without payments or attorneys. In fact, we show our members how to get the banks to pay their taxes and insurance while they stonewall the bank's collection process. We show you how it's possible to quiet the title in your name by using the bank's very own foreclosure process. Loan modification is a joke. The banks use that to take your money with nothing in return and keeping you in default. You've heard our ad before. We are not investors, bankers, attorneys, or real estate agents. We are a group of people just like you that are sick and tired of the housing crash. And we've helped thousands avoid foreclosure since 1993. Get free help now from ZeroDebtGuaranteed.com or call to talk with others who have already used our system. We'll show you how to save tens of thousands of dollars by using the foreclosure process to your advantage and save your home. Call 800-477-9256, 800-477-9256, or visit ZeroDebtGuaranteed.com. Guaranteed to stop foreclosure.
Alex has told you that the Mideast uprisings over food prices and shortages caused by fuel costs are spreading worldwide. We're seeing the impact right here in the United States. Ethanol that was supposed to reduce petroleum use and fuel prices hit a 30-month high in February, and pump prices are expected to reach $5 a gallon. Because of shipping costs, food is being priced out of the reach of millions of Americans with an expected 35% jump in the next 60 days. Move quickly while you can still afford it, and eFoods Direct will pay your shipping costs for you. For the best tasting, long-term storable food, you pay nothing for shipping and can put every dollar into food at today's prices. eFoods Direct, food so delicious you can serve it tonight or save it for the future. Take advantage of free shipping by calling 800-409-5633. On the web, efoodsdirect.com/Alex, 800-409-5633, or efoodsdirect.com/Alex.
For centuries, silver has been used as a powerful natural antibiotic, and as a listener to this station, you probably already know the benefits of using colloidal silver. With so many websites to choose from, finding a reputable, patriotic company with great products at affordable prices can be a difficult task. Introducing UtopiaSilver.com. UtopiaSilver.com carries the best, most effective, and most affordable colloidal silver and colloidal gold products in the industry. UtopiaSilver.com also carries products to fit your lifestyle, including weight loss, immune system defense, cleanses, herbs, joint and bone care, and much more. First-time customers using promo code GCN50 will receive 50% off all colloidal products. Visit us today at Utopia Silver, that's UTOPIA Silver, utopiasilver.com, or call 888-213-4338. That's 888-213-4338. UtopiaSilver.com, taking back America's healthcare one American at a time.
All right, TJ in Minnesota, you're on the air with Gerald Celente of trendsresearch.com. Go ahead.
Alex Emery and Mr. Celente, bless you. It's a great and victorious day for the good guys. I've got very solemn news, but I also have something that I consider good news. The solemn news is Derry Brownfield crossed the Rainbow Bridge on March 12th.
I meant to mention that at the end of the show. Aaron Zellman died a few months ago as well. We did mention that, but Derry had been in very bad health and did die Saturday, and that's very sad.
That was my birthday, Alex Emery, but I want to tell you the good news. I'm looking at a Victorine Instrument Company rad meter. I live on the Iowa-Minnesota border. I'm a freedom fighter, ex-Navy, and a military retiree. And I have a great appreciation for you and Violet and your dogs. And I can't get more than a 2 rad meter reading, and I haven't been able to since they started spraying the snot out of us and killing us. And I don't know as much as that Air Force missile technician, but I know enough to know that I got to have potassium iodate on hand. I got enough for 3 families. I've got tincture of iodine. I've got iodoral. I got enough for a few Japanese babies.
Well, for those that don't know, my wife's been looking into trying to send iodine to Japan, but they probably already have quite a bit in the country. It's pretty easy to manufacture, and the government is starting to issue it out. But again, it'll only protect you from the radioactive iodine, which is one of the most common problems with fallout. I appreciate your call, TJ. Any comments on what TJ was saying, Gerald Celente?
No, I really don't.
Yeah, Aaron in Nevada, you're on the air. Quickly, please.
Okay, going on radio, I have the solution to this. The problem is caused, the meltdown, the heat is caused by the neutrons reacting without moderation. That's the problem. Solution 1, let it dry out. No more water into it. That's really stupid. Second, you get the samurai chopper pilots to drop loads of cadmium rods into the tower opening. This will begin slowing down the reactions and absorbing the neutrons. Third, you want to blast it maybe from the sides with liquid nitrogen to give a quick cool to it. Then you drop an insulator on top of that, like silica, sand, something clean, an insulator on top of that. Then you dump the concrete to encapsulate it. And this is the solution that will work if you can get the materials, and you want to ask GE for the rods. They got them because they're part of the control rod mechanism. So you just like 10-to-1 ratio of those rods on there. That's
How do you know that the piles of rods actually get down in to the containment vessel?
Yeah, it's going to take some samurai guys to, be brave and get them in there, drop them in there from the chopper, just pallet after pallet of them. Just drop them in there so hopefully they all bounce around and fall into the reactor.
I think being brave means willing to die. I don't think you find a lot of people that want to do that. That's what I'm saying. This thing's out of control. You're seeing these explosions. There's no quick fix to these. And you may have some of the solutions to it, but in conditions that are raging like this, it's very hard to find people.
And let's remember that Japan is ravaged by literally hundreds of earthquakes, not just the 9.1. They're having aftershocks that are almost a 7, and they've had a tsunami. I mean, that whole country is in bedlam. Volcanoes are igniting.
Yeah, and again, in the last couple of minutes that we have, my message to everyone is that look at this incident that's going on now. Compound it by 10 times. And that's what we're seeing when we put all the pieces together. Not only be prepared health-wise, but also mental conditioning for self-defense. Bradley Steiner, one of the foremost martial art experts, close combat experts. We're going to be featuring one of his articles in the Trends Journal. We're looking at systems collapsing. There's no one in control. They're losing it in the Middle East. They're losing it in North Africa. They're going to be losing it in Europe this summer. And they're going to be losing in the U.S. Watch for the bank collapse. It's on the way. Read the headlines today. Bank of Japan, $150 billion to stabilize the system. You know what that'll buy? It'll buy zero. The financial system's under collapse. Read the news that came out this week. And the European Monetary Union, they don't know what to do. They keep trying to print more money. Inflation is skyrocketing. We're telling people, be prepared at every level. Fight as though your life is on the line, because very shortly, in one way or another, it's going to be.
All right, Gerald Celente, thank you for spending so much time with us. Lord willing, we'll talk to you again in the next few weeks, and we'll continue to track everything you're doing at trendsresearch.com. Our sites are Infowars.com, PrisonPlanet.com, and PrisonPlanet.tv. Your phone calls on the latest on the Japan meltdowns straight ahead. Stay with us.
We're on the march. The Empire's on the run. Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
This special announcement is brought to you by Renaissance Charge. Have you ever wondered if you could make your car run on 100% electric power for free? It is now possible. How about a simple device that is both a super efficient motor and a free energy generator at the same time? What if this could also be used to restore useless batteries and save you lots of money? Because our customers asked for it, we have organized a Renaissance Charge Conference Workshop on July 29th to July 31st at the beautiful Coeur d'Alene Resort in Idaho. Not only will you see these fascinating energizers, but you will be able to build some alongside genius inventor John Bedini. Participate in this truly historic event featuring our cutting-edge alternative energy Tesla technology. Register early for the best seats and advanced workshop by visiting rcharge.com. That's r-charge.com for details. Or call 208-772-4514. That's 208-772-4514.
America, you've been warned. For weeks, we've been warning you about a single event we believe will happen in the next 12 months that will shake the very foundations of our nation. We've told you about the video that details this shocking prediction. So far, over 6 million people have watched this free video online. Have you? Again, this big event has nothing to do with war or the stock market.
Yet it could change everything about your normal way of life. The way you shop, travel, invest, educate your children, and even how you take care of your health and your family. Could this really happen? Well, the man who created this video has been right about many predictions in his career. He was among the first to predict the collapse of GM, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, and America's biggest mall owner, General Growth Properties. In fact, Barron's called his work a dire prophecy. If you